We're up, Commissioner.
Bannock County Commissioners are back in session. This part of our hearing, our process is tax deed hearings. So we have Treasurer's Office here. Let's go ahead and start with parcel RP, RPP, OC 435400, Castona.
402.
What's that?
402.
402? No, that's not what it says on
Sean Beckett. I have 402 and
I have
online.
402. I have 400 as well.
So there was an issue with this one. This is the one that was split and
Okay.
taken out. Sorry.
No?
It should be 402. I
402,
apologize.
okay.
Yes.
I do know the difference, but.
This was a complicated one.
All right, let's talk about this one first. On this paper, it has 402.
On the one I wrote up for you.
Okay.
Sorry. I don't know if there's anyone here to represent for Castona. Okay. This parcel was a split. It was a purchase. Part of it was purchased off, so the parent parcel ended in 400.
Okay.
It was split off to 401 and then 402. 401 taxes are taken care of. That's Tracy Wells owns that. So everything is on now 402 parcel. I've been trying to get in touch with the Castonas for about 3 years, and I've not received any replies. And they did sign the certified mailings, but no contact from them. So that's where we're at on that one.
And so I would say that the Treasurer's Office has made every effort they could to contact and to try to take care of this, and they are now in tax deed. And so, any questions?
Nope, agreed.
So I'll go ahead and make a motion that on this parcel that we go ahead and take it for tax deed. We have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next parcel is Gary Farley.
Forelli?
Okay. RPR 3849009601. Anyone here to represent this individual? Treasurers?
We've made every attempt to contact Mr. Forelli. I believe he's deceased at this point. I have no response from anyone in the family or parties of interest.
Any questions, concerns, Commissioner?
Nope. Mr. Chair, I'd move that we take this one on tax deed. Parcel RPR 3849009601.
We have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have James and Carol Guthrie. And this is RP RMCP M009319. I'm a little frustrated with this one. It is situated so that the little, well, you can see it there. It's just a few feet wide and a few feet long, but as you look at that map, or that up there, on the left side is county. This parcel is in the city, so it cannot be combined.
Correct.
Correct? And so it's one of them deals that we've had conversations in the past, both the assessor's office and treasurer's office tried to come to some type of agreement. I don't want it in the county. I don't want it as a county property, but so we basically have to take it because nobody's here to represent. And so then we'll put it up for sale, and then Guthrie can buy it back, or Bill Shirtliff owns the other property on the other side, and they have the opportunity to buy it. But right now, this is one that frustrates me a little bit, but because it is situated in county and city, you can't just combine them and make it one parcel. correct?
Correct.
So, make a motion here.
Mr. Chair, I'd move that on parcel RP RMCPM 009319, that we accept that into tax deed.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Next, we have Sonia Jacobson, RPRMBAM 001605. Anyone here to represent this one? Okay.
So this parcel was owned by Sonia Jacobson. She also owned a home right next to it on a separate parcel that was foreclosed on 4 years ago. This parcel of land was not included in the foreclosure. I was unable to locate her. I don't even think she's in the area anymore. All the mail's been returned to us, so I'd say take this as tax deed as well.
Comments? Motion?
Yeah, Mr. Chair, on parcel RPRMBAM 001605, I would move that we take that into tax deed.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, next one we have Kim Pratt, RPRPRT 1000700. Anyone here to represent this individual?
I have been in contact with Kim quite a bit. She assured me she would be here. I called her an hour ago. She did not answer. I don't know if she's going to have the funds. She was telling me she was going to get some inheritance coming through. But I told her she had to be at this hearing, and she has not shown up. So I'm not sure what we want to do with this property now.
Okay. And just on a side note from this, I got to give the treasurer's office some credit. We have 6 other parcels that were going to be up for tax deed, and in the last few days,
2. Yep.
they've got them to pay, and so they went off the tax deed. So, and this was one of them that they've been working on real hard to try to get them to pay up before we met like this. So I got to give kudos to the treasurer's office. They've worked real hard to help these people pay their taxes. But that's just part of life, is that we have to pay taxes, and we work and try to accommodate. Your office says maybe to give them 30 days.
If she were to attend.
If she were to attend. She didn't attend, so she'll have the opportunity to purchase it at auction if
Or redeem, correct.
or how many days does she have to come in and
14 months.
Is
Is redemption.
Or until sold.
Yeah. So if it's sold before, like if you have the sale in September, she would have up through that time.
okay, so she's got some time to come in and
Yeah.
make good, so we don't have to make an exception for her
Right.
specifically. Okay, any other questions?
No, this is just a full property, okay?
We did visit her home, talked to her in person. I mean, she sent other people out, but she's
Well-
called me on the phone, and I've called her several times.
Sometimes
I
they just
talked
need
to
a
her
little
yesterday.
prodding.
Yeah, and
She
Katie
has-
talked to her yesterday. So
She has
I don't know
time
what
to come
do.
and
Yeah.
pay it off, so.
All right, Mr. Chair, I'd move on parcel RPRT 1000700, that we take that in tax deed.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right, and the final one is Kelly Wolf, property RPRP OAK 002300. Anybody here to represent Kelly Wolf?
I don't know that I'm here to represent Kelly Wolf, but I own the manufactured home that's on that property, Commissioner.
Okay,
Purchased it through.
come up here, please. Introduce yourself so you're on the record.
Would you like to have a seat or stand?
Yes.
You can have a seat there.
My name is Chad Nielsen, and I own the manufactured home that's on that piece of property. I purchased it through a sheriff's sale some years ago. I don't even know how long ago it was, but I have paid the property taxes, kept them somewhat delinquent for many years. It's just come to the point where I either need to purchase that property, and the only way we could see to do it, we've done everything we can to try and find who holds the deed. At one time, I got a hold of a bank in Oregon that said they had a note against the property, and they actually came down and put a notice on the door of the manufactured home and said that they were going to sell the property on the steps of the courthouse, and gave a specific date. I can't even remember when. It was probably more than 10 years ago. And I came that morning, and they said that it had been canceled and they weren't going to do it. And I've never been able to get back in touch with that mortgage lender since. They were bought up by somebody else. So we can't find the owner. Mr. Wolf has been deceased for more than 15 years.
Okay,
So I just quit paying the property taxes so that it could go into deed, and then I could hopefully purchase the property back.
well, that's going to be an option that you can bid on, huh?
Unless anybody's got any other ideas.
Well,
I think that's the best way for him to go about getting it, is for it to go to sell and then try to purchase it there.
And you do take the risk of somebody outbidding you,
Correct.
okay? Any questions on this one then?
Okay.
Anita's got some.
They can always quiet title if they needed to quiet title.
Speak up.
But it's
You gotta talk
up-
louder.
I can't hear what you're saying.
What is quiet title?
Quiet title is through the court system, and so you file a quiet title on it. If nobody claims it, you can file a quiet title and get your own title to it. It's a legal procedure. It's not hard to do, but it's through the court system. So there's always that route if
Okay.
you wanted to take.
Do you know how long that takes, Anita, approximately?
I don't. I know that some title companies can probably give some information on it, or you can contact, court assistants might even know about it. They might even be able to help our court assistants.
So, but if we take it as tax deed, he can still do that in the meantime.
I believe so. I
I
don't
mean,
know
just like the one ahead of us,
But
you'll have time to work on it if that's the direction you want to go. But otherwise, we're moving forward with the tax deed.
As long as the county wouldn't come forward. So if I understand that process as well as you know it, I file a quiet deed. They put out some type of public notice allowing anybody who has a claim to come forward. If nobody comes forward, then I'm able to acquire a deed on that property or title on that property. If they took it in tax deed today, and then I started that process tomorrow, as long as the county didn't come forward and say, well, wait a minute, we have claim on that property, we actually have it in deed. I wonder if that would disrupt the quiet.
And any way about it, we're still going to request the $633.61.
Sure, absolutely.
That's what's owed on it anyway.
Well,
For 2020s.
what would the harm be if we gave him 30 days to begin that process and see, and then
We could definitely do that.
if he can't, then we just go ahead and take it at tax deed at that point in time and go. That way, we don't interfere with that process.
That seems.
And I'm willing to do that.
complicated.
John?
I'm fine with that. I'm actually okay. I've been paying the property taxes. The only reason I didn't pay them this time was because I wanted this process to get started so that I could at least come to some resolution on the property.
And I wouldn't pay the taxes until after you figure out
What's
one
gonna
way or
happen
the
there.
other.
Okay.
So, Mr. Chair, on parcel RPRPOAK 002300, I would move that we grant 30 days for, I'm sorry, what was your name?
Chad Nielsen.
Mr. Nelson, to investigate the quiet deed and then revisit it.
Okay, so June 14th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right.